Long ago, in the time before time began, the great realm of Uir prospered under the guardianship of the benevolent Order of Knights, who protected and guided the people of its many kingdoms. These knights were known as the Order of the Thorne. The price of peace is not so easily won. For where there is good, evil is not far behind. These are the stories of the Knights of the Order of the Thorne and their many adventures.
Hello there, young bard. It's quite a tune you're playing.
Thank you, sir.
The day of the challenge had arrived. Throngs of people came from all over Cran. The hopeful challengers all assembled in the
Welcome, challengers. I am pleased to see so many of you come.
Well, the game begins. To solve, it's normal in this game to there is as you left move.
Hello there. How is your search for the Queen going?
Oh, that? No, I gave up already. It seemed like a lot of walking, and I'm more content to just stay in town here.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, have fun.
Oh, I am! Dropping pebbles into the fountain is very relaxing.
Take care, Chucker.
Same to you, Mr. Bard.
You are in the west part of Cran Naoim, the fairy village. You'd rather not trouble the fairies with idle chit-chat. You really don't want to drink out of something birds have been swimming in.
Hello there, librarian.
Ah, another challenger. Good, good.
Can you help me locate the Queen at all?
Sorry, I can't. I can assist you if you come across something you've not seen before. There's sure to be a book in here about it, but otherwise you're on your own.
Well, that's good to know. I can get help if I need it.
I can tell you that you might want to have a look at some of the books in here. There's an open book on the desk upstairs, the Book of the Fairies, which will tell you more about the realm if you need it.
Thank you very much. I certainly appreciate it. Who are you?
I'm Elder, the librarian of this magnificent library.
What's with all the books laying around?
Oh, there's so many books in here that I don't have room for them all. I'm getting a bit on in the years now, too, and lugging them up and down the stairs really hurts my back. Not many people are interested in learning history nowadays. The only regular clients I get are the occasional monk or knight of the Order of the Thorne.
Is there anything that might help in my quest to find the queen?
Oh, I'm sure there is, but you'll need to be more specific if I'm to be able to direct you to the right place. As I said before, there's a book upstairs that may be of assistance, but otherwise you're going to need to know what to ask me about if I'm to be able to help you.
What can you tell me about Cranneoim?
Oh, this is a marvelous and magical place, the center of the fairy realm itself. I feel blessed every day that I live here. We even have a monastery of the Order of the Thorne in town. There is also a beautiful monument to the fairy people on the Isle of the Honored.
What can you tell me about the Order of the Thorne?
The Order of the Thorne is a venerable order of knights and monks who have pledged their lives to be an active force of good in this world.
So they're a religious order?
Yes, they serve a deity known as the Unknown God.
The unknown god? If he's unknown, how do they know how to serve him?
A good question, and one you could probably ask the monk at the monastery. I think their unknown god isn't a specific deity as such, but instead is a placeholder for other gods whose names and nature aren't known. That's only my personal theory, though, and it's probably best not to repeat this to a member of the Order. Of course, most people just see the Order as benevolent knights and monks who help others.
Thanks. That's really very interesting.
They live by a very strict and time-honored code of conduct as well. There's a new monk at the monastery now, too.
Do you know the Order's code of conduct?
Indeed I do. Here it is. To protect the weak and defenseless. To give help or assistance, especially in times of difficulty, to anyone who requires. To despise monetary reward, to fight for the welfare of all, to obey those placed in authority, to persevere to the end in any enterprise begun, to never refuse a challenge from an equal.
What can you tell me about the monk?
Brother Canción arrived in the village a month or so ago, and he's been busy repairing the monastery since. The place had been abandoned for the last few years since Brother Choden passed away, bless his memory. I don't know much about Brother Canción from before he arrived. You'd best ask him yourself.
What can you tell me about the Isle of the Honored?
The Isle is a sacred place for the fairy realm. It is a cemetery for those who have died defending the realm against its enemies. If you get the chance, you should certainly visit there. The last time we added names there, it was when Lord Sinister attempted a war.
What can you tell me of Lord Sinister?
Now there's a name that conjures up images of the past. He was a powerful warlord, and rumored to be a great warlock as well. He sought to control all the land under his direct order. When he was alive, it was the last time the realm was involved in war. It was said he was killed by a fairy warrior named Fairlan, who, I believe, is participating in this year's challenge with you.
Goodbye, librarian. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem, my boy. Knowledge is power.
You thumb through the book, reading the beautiful script written within. You briefly read a bit about the history of the fairy realm, and how the magic... An old map falls out, which you quickly... Having studied the map of the fairy kingdom, you feel you know your way around the kingdom a bit better. You start to move towards the nearest
Nothing to see in those books. I'm working at shelving them again, but I never seem to find the time.
Can I help you with that job?
That's very kind of you, Finn, but I have a system, so it would be easier to do myself.
Okay. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
I will do that.
This looks like an werewolf beard trimming. A Howling Good Time by K.G. Cyboff.
Librarian, this old map fell out of the Book of Fairies.
Oh, please, feel free to keep it. It's just an old copy I made for just such an occasion.
Thank you very much. I'm sure this will be helpful.
Ah, a customer. Welcome to my humble store, Bard. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Come in, lad.
Good day to you, shopkeeper. I'm Finn, the bard.
Good day to you, young Finn. My name is Thorne, and this is my shop. I suppose you're here partaking in the King's Challenge.
I am. I am out looking for the queen right now. You don't happen to know where she is, do you?
No, sorry, lad. I don't. That would be quite an easy challenge, wouldn't it? Just ask the local shopkeeper where the queen is hidden. Still, here's some advice. Not everything is as it seems.
Thanks. It was always worth asking.
The only silly question is the one not asked. Have a look around the shop, and if you see anything you need, please let me know. Most of my items are made to order, but there are a few things around that I could trade with you for.
Trade? I don't understand.
Here in the fairy realm, we trade our goods and services for things we need. We find it a fair system of commerce.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you, Stefan. Goodbye.
You have a great... I've got some help.
But where would you keep your loot if you wore the armor?
That poor armor. Once belonged to a fella who fell into a...
You don't require anything from the shelves. You're a... It's too heavy to lift, and you wouldn't want to damage it in the process. You don't have time. You startled... You walk into the eastern part of Cran Naoim. You can see an old monastery and a potion store here, amongst many other homes and residences. You enter the...
Greetings, young bard. I am Brother Kunshen. Welcome to our monastery, and what's left of it for certain.
The pleasure is mine, sir. I don't suppose you have seen the queen.
Ha! No, dear boy. You must be more clever than that for the King's Challenge.
I know, but it never hurts to ask. Sometimes the answers are more simple than others make them out to be.
Right you are. Well, I'm still working on repairs for this place. Take a look around. Have a rest if you need it. The Order of the Thorne serves all who would need its help.
Tell me about the...
Well, that is a long...
Well, my father was Donal of Galway. I was told he was a friend to the Order.
Indeed he was, which means you must be Finn.
Yes, I am.
Your father was a great man. I spent much time with him in our battles against evil. He was not only the finest musician I ever knew, he could also turn a phrase like no one else. The stories he wove in his songs are those of legend. We all certainly miss him.
None more than I.
I am sure of that, my son.
Tell me about Cran Naoim.
The Fairy Kingdom and its fairest city are a wonderful place. I've only come to live here recently, but in the past few months, I've come to love the land and its people.
Goodbye.
Best to you, Finn the Bard. The Order is always here for you.
You aren't a religious person yourself. You don't feel the need to pray or meditate.
Hello, and welcome to my potion shop. Please let me know if I can help.
Hello, shopkeeper. I'm Finn the Bard.
Welcome to my shop, good bard. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to trade with you right now. I'm in the middle of trying to make some new potions.
That's okay. I'm actually looking for the queen. I'm taking part in the king's challenge.
Oh, that's terribly exciting!
It is.
How can I help you?
What can you tell me about the queen?
The queen is truly the king's match, equal, and muse. She is clever and cunning, and definitely helped him plan this year's challenge.
What can you tell me about potions?
Potions are wonderful things. They can heal the sick, help the wounded, even give people inspirations when they're feeling down.
What can you tell me about a restore potion?
Well, I don't have any of my own made right now. I'm all out of Yuli juice, which is the main component. I'd also need a large piece of fruit.
What can you tell me about crystals?
They hum with the... I can give you the potion. You'll know by the...
What can you...
The city is my home, and I love it so. But it is lonely for me here, with no one to call my own.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Finn the Bard. Best of luck on your quest.
You thumb through the book. You reach the base of the hill when you notice a mischievous pixie swooping down towards you.
Hey, give that back!
Silly bard, it's mine now. I keep it.
That pixie stole your book of songs.
That was my father's book. I need that to be able to...
It's mine now, little bard. Better learn some new songs. Better learn some new songs.
Hello there.
Why, yes. Hello, Bard. Finn, I believe?
Yes. How is your search going?
So far, so good right now. I'm stopping to think for a minute and see if I can discern where a queen might be hidden.
Sounds like a good plan. Have you seen any pixies?
Yes, actually. They live in a grove up north of here.
How are you doing?
I'm well. Just trying to figure out where the queen could be.
Tell me about Lord Sinister.
Well, he was the scariest man I have ever encountered. I'm just glad none of us have to ever see him again.
Tell me about...
Well, what I left, I always will.
Tell me...
So apparently...
Bye.
Good luck, Bud.
That didn't... As you take a closer look, you realize this flower is wilting and won't survive if it stays planted here. You decide to take it with you. As gently as you can, you pull. When you touch When you touch...
What do you want?
Forgive me, little fairy, but you've got my songbook. It's very precious to me, and I'd like it back.
Silly man, we're pixies, not fairies. Everybody knows that. And don't even think about trying to take our book. We found it, and it's ours.
It's not yours. You stole it right out of my hands, and I would like it back.
No, it's ours now.
There must be something we can work out.
Well, maybe there's something you could do. We lost our harp in the swamp, and we want it back. It's so much nicer than this dirty old book.
If you know where it is, why can't you get it yourself?
A terrible creature lives there. The biggest, most baddest monster ever. We don't like to go near it. It's scary.
So, if I retrieve your harp, you will return my book?
Yes, yes. Just get our harp.
This pixie isn't interested in talking to you. She seems to be distracted by the pixie holding the book. This pixie isn't interested in talking. The girl is staring too deeply into the boy's eyes to notice you.
Excuse me there.
Oh dear, I'm sorry, Mr. Bard. We're just having a picnic.
We just love the fairy woods. We've come here just to have our picnic.
We're from Trestle in the south, but the fairies are so welcoming here.
It's our favorite place to visit.
I'll let you two get back to your picnic. I'm off to find the queen.
Good luck, Mr. Bard. Oh, would you like our watermelon? We're not going to eat it, and we'd share it with...
That's very kind of you.
You take the water. That didn't accomplish. That didn't. Even though it looks like the tree begins to move. It won't let you.
It's raining fish.
That's because you're stealing them all with your blasted net.
We've all got to feed our families, Turtle.
Ha! The only thing you feed is your moonshine addiction.
That's a low blow, Turtle.
Good day, fisherman.
Aye.
I'm Finn, the bard.
Aye.
He's Ted. He doesn't talk much, but he's heartbroken because he's in love with a fairy girl and he can't tell her.
Aye. I'd give her a rose, and maybe sing her a song. But for one, I could never sing in front of her. Plus, I can't find my roses anymore, and even if I could, I just couldn't tell her that I love her more than anything.
Well, maybe I could find a beautiful rose. And I can certainly sing to her. I'll give her the rose and send your message of love. Would that help?
Aye, I suppose that'd be good.
Can you tell me some things about her? I'll need to know to help compose this song.
Aye. She's beautiful.
Anything else?
She smells wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Real conversationalist, isn't he? She works in the shop back at the King's Court. Real beauty, blonde hair. You won't miss her.
Aye.
I'll compose a song for her and try my best, fisherman. What do you think of this?
Aye.
Lovely song, young bard, lovely song!
Excuse me, Turtle, I was wondering...
Run along now, young whippersnapper, you're scaring away the fish!
I'm sorry about that.
Well, you've interrupted me now. I suppose you want to know if
There's an old swamp?
Nice try, whippersnapper. Now why would I?
Perhaps being... I don't seek trouble.
Let me tell you...
I see.
If not for...
Thank you.
No, I just had enough.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh.
You don't want to disturb the water while these two You decide to...
Stay out of there. It's for your own...
Okay, sorry.
You decide to...
Stay out of there.
Okay,